Today, I am going to talk about one of my favorite characters from a Chinese TV show called Hoa Gu. If I were to translate this title directly in a Google-like fashion, it would be Flower Thousand Bone. Those words make no sense at all and sound far worse than the official title, which is The Journey of Flower. His name is Bai Zihua. I don't think they gave him an English name, but we can call him White. 1. Because that's what his last name means, and 2. Because he's always wearing white, elegant, flowy clothes. White is human, but he practiced magic, so now he's an immortal. He knows magic, martial arts, and probably every move out there that can beat someone to a pulp. He's like Harry Potter, but literally thousands of years older. He does not need a wand or utter words to use his power. He just needs to point his fingers or wave his arms and magic unleashes. To fly, instead of riding on a broom, which can be quite uncomfortable, White stands upon and commands a sword. He is the most powerful and is the leader of Changliu, which is the Hogwarts equivalent for people wanting to become immortals. He is tasked by his master to protect all beings.
人有多大能力，就要承担多大责任。我师子长柳，一心修仙；我白子画平生所愿，扶正道不衰，守长留永兴，护八方安宁。
To really protect all beings forever, White needs to obtain the highest level of immortality. To do that, White needs to pass a last test. He must overcome a curse to successfully pass. This curse is manifested as a person, or specifically a girl, and the female protagonist of the show. Her name is Hoa Gu, which is also the title of the show, so let's call her Flower. White's master has warned him about the curse and told him if he meets this person to kill without mercy. Of course, we won't have a show if he did in fact kill her. Instead, he felt the girl was very pitiful and took her under his wings by accepting her as his only student or disciple. Day in, day out, Flower falls madly in love with White, and so do viewers like me. White cared for Flower so much. He taught her patiently, maybe a little too hands-on at times. He saved her lives multiple times. He received punishments in her place. Because of her, White sustained a lot of injuries and close death encounters. I think every time White throws up blood, the viewership goes up. So much so, someone made a compilation of all the scenes where White vomits blood. Bright red blood on his snowy clothes is just so beautiful and tragic. Maybe that's why so many country flags use this combination? White's philosophy in life is there is only right and wrong. But when Flower came into his life, he made a lot of exceptions for her. He hid her identity as his curse from others to protect her. When she possessed a power that could turn her into a demon, he was supposed to kill her, but instead, he hid this from everyone again to protect her. He used his life as a lock to lock away the power so nobody can tell that Flower possessed it. With this move, if Flower ever unlocks this power, he risks losing his life. Of course, White initially did not realize he was also in love with Flower. But of course, every viewer knows he loves her. Because when he meets others, he's always frowning. When he meets Flower, a smile crosses his face. When Flower lies to him about liking another boy, his eyes reflect his jealousy. When Flower wants to forget about him, he just kept showing up. This show is about a teacher-student love story Maybe a sugar daddy situation, since he's thousands of years older than she is. But it's fictional, so who cares? White has a quiet demeanor and talk more with his eyes and facial expressions than his voice. But when he does speak, it is so smooth and peaceful.
从今以后，你就是我长留上仙白子画的徒弟了。
This we do have the voiceover actor to thank. It is quite interesting to note, many shows in this genre of TV does not use the actual actor's voice. Sometimes the actor's voice may not match the character's aura, so having a professional voice actor is another way to really capture the audience's heart. And of course, it works. White appears aloof and emotionless because the weight of the world rests upon his shoulders. Yet through his interactions with Flower, you see his gentle, caring, and loving side. He seems to know everything about the world and beyond, yet knows nothing about love. He may be an immortal, but he is human after all. As White puts it, the hardest thing to let go in this world is obsession. Oh, my White, my hero.